After the emotional and enjoyable Tokyo Olympics, where India finished with their best ever haul of 7 medals, the focus of the sporting world now shifts to the Para-Olympic Games. Are you excited? Because I am definitely excited to see our para-athletes in action from Tuesday. The Para-Olympics will start from 24th of August and will last till 5th September. Although India will start its medal quest from 25th of August. Just like the Tokyo Olympics contingent, even the Para-Olympics contingent being sent by India for the Games is their largest ever to date. 54 athletes from India will be competing in 9 sports disciplines, including archery, athletics, badminton, swimming, weightlifting, among others. Welcome everyone, I am Radhika, and to get more insights on the same, I have with me sports journalist Abhijit Singh. Hello Abhijit, how are you?
Hi Radhika, I'm doing well.
Abhijit, we all know that in the Rio Paralympics, our athletes or our country have won 4 medals in total. What are the hopes and what do you think for this year?
Well, before we go over there from Rio to Tokyo, let's just focus on what the athletes have to offer on this occasion. Like you rightfully said, we have the best, largest contingent, and that just tells you the kind of mood the nation is in right now.
Exactly.
After what happened in Tokyo, where we won 7 medals, of course, led by Neeraj Chopra. But then here the momentum continues, and here we are talking about people or about athletes who people generally forget, or they only recall them once in every 2 to 3 years. So that is something which is there. But talking more about the positive fronts, we have a lot of good players this time around. We have a lot of disciplines to look forward to, and with 9 disciplines and 54 athletes, India should, Mr. Singh said, the chief of Paralympics said that India is expecting 15 medals. So if we celebrated 7 medals from Tokyo Olympics, I'm like, if you get double of what we got there in Tokyo Paralympics, well, that calls for a celebration.
Undoubtedly, Abhijit, if we are getting 15 medals, I think that is something best we can as a nation hope for. Abhijit, we all know that javelin specifically is into the limelight after Neeraj Chopra won gold for us.
Yeah.
And another player who has been in limelight, if Paralympics are considered, Devendra Jhajaria. He already has won 2 medals in javelin.
Yeah.
What are you expecting of him?
Radhika, it's very much clear that you have done your R&D very well. so yes, of course, you're talking about a legend of the sport. I mean, like we generally talk about the likes of Virat Kohli, the likes of the hockey Olympians, the Dhyan Chands and everyone.
Right.
But here you have someone who has got you not just 1, but 2 gold medals, and clearly the most successful Indian Paralympian. Oh, he made his debut way back in 2004. I'm not sure what I was doing back then. But then 2004 Athens, then he missed out on the next Paralympics. He got a gold medal. In 2016, he got again gold medal. I'm like, just see his contribution, and he also qualified for Tokyo with his best. Remember, he's 40 years old and throwing 65.71 meter in one of the trials in Delhi, and then he is undoubtedly India's biggest hope at Tokyo Paralympics. I mean, like, you got to give it to the man to show the kind of energy, to show the kind of momentum, commitment. It takes a lot. I'm like, we all saw what Neeraj Chopra did, but then if you have someone, if he just makes this a hat-trick, I'll tell you on record that this will be a clear standout achievement from any athlete, be it from the Olympics or be it from the Paralympics, because 3 gold medals or even 3 medals. We are so proud of PV Sindhu, who has got us back-to-back medals, about Sushil Kumar. But here you need to celebrate. It's likely to be his last, but if he can finish on a high, and if that javelin just soar high and high and high and get us that gold, I mean, like, there is no bigger occasion to celebrate this one.
I think javelin has been lucky for us, and let's just hope that best happens. Abhijit, we are sending 54 athletes. It is definitely the largest contingent ever. Jhajaria is one of the brightest prospects for us. Other than Jhajaria, there are a lot of players in other disciplines.
Yeah.
What do you think about them? According to you, who other are the brightest prospects?
Well, Radhika, like I said, there are a lot of athletes who just go under the carpet.
Right.
I mean, like, you just don't talk about them. We have the flag bearer this time, Mariappan, and we clearly have athletes who can not just have a podium finish, but also can can take us here. Here also we have one medal contender, Manish, clearly ranked number 4 in the world, and also medal contender in shooting. Remember, we have shooting, we have athletics, from javelin. We have these 3 or 4 disciplines which are clearly a standout for us. And then a world record in P4 mixed 50-meter events. Clearly, he's one of the medal contenders. Talking about other medal contenders, we also have Bhagat, who is also the world number 1 at the moment. I mean, like, just take into consideration, world number 1 in any sport is a huge, massive achievement, and then having 3 international medals and 2 golds at wheelchair games. I mean, this just clearly tells you the kind of effort these guys have been putting in. And like I was saying, Mariappan, the Rio de Janeiro gold medalist. I mean, like so clearly he will also be the flag bearer, Padma Shri, a Khel Ratna awardee, and the first Indian with Paralympics gold since Jhajaria's gold in 2004. So clearly you have a lot of players who you should be knowing about, who you should be talking about. But these guys just go under the radar, just do their work for 3 to 4 years, and then come out and make the nation proud. And Ekta, the golden girl in club throw. So clearly they're the achievements: 5 national para championships gold, 2 gold medals at IPC Grand Prix, and then Asian Para Games club throw champion. So clearly there are players, and like the central government and also the sports ministry said, that here you have a lot of players, a lot of mix of players, and across disciplines. It's not just 1, 2 or 3 categories. Here you have 9 categories, and mind you, all these 9 categories, we have the potential, we have the focus to rather, win big and win big time. And I mean, like, you just see it. I mean, like, 15 medals. We are talking about 15 medals. We were not talking about the kind of medal tally even in Tokyo Olympics. Over here, I'm like, and here you're talking about, I think we had the best of 7 to 8 medals which we reached in Tokyo Olympics. Now you have Tokyo Paralympics contingent. 15 medals will be no mean feat, Radhika, and clearly it will be a moment to rejoice and enjoy. And you should give credit. I mean, like, when the whole world is after superstars from cricket, of course they deserve it. They deserve each and every bit of limelight what they are getting. But these are because I have seen on the field the kind of training these guys do. It is no less or even a step ahead to that of the athletes which we generally talk about. But then giving your 4 to 5 hours, or rather even more, 6 to 8 hours every day, having a coach, not having the right kind of facilities, not having the right inputs, not having the right kind of nutrition, but even then to have that kind of mindset, number one, and the motivation levels. I mean, like, when you meet them, you feel like, I mean, like, here is a guy who just wants to make the country proud.
Undoubtedly. Abhijit, just one last question I have for you is that how important is this medals for us, specifically when we count on Paralympians? We definitely think that more the medals, more the hype, more the limelight, and obviously more the facilities in future. Do you think that more medals can change things in life for them and as well as for other athletes, other para athletes in India?
Radhika, there are 2 sides. I mean, like, a coin has 2 sides, so there are 2 aspects of this question. I mean, like, one is, of course, the medals will change, but look at the journey of someone like Jhajaria. I mean, like, he started off as 23-year-old, now he is 40. Like, outside the sports fraternity circle, in the common man's dictionary or books, how many times will you talk to him? So it's not just about the medals, it is more about the reach, the kind of effort that needs to be highlighted, that needs to be told to the people that, here is a section that, yes, they also are a set of players who are looking to make country proud, and I'll be looking forward to the same kind of reception, the same kind of enthusiasm in Indian fans. I mean, like, when these guys return, it's not just about their own fraternity people, or rather their own associations. It's we as the people do need to take that leap forward to understand the kind of contribution these guys have made to sports. I'm not talking about Paralympic sports. We are talking about sports here, and you need to give them their due, which is due for a very, very long time.
We all are waiting for them, and we all are waiting for the medals, and we'll all cheer for them as much as we were excited for Olympics. We are definitely 110% and actually 100% more excited for Paralympics. Thank you so much, Abhijit, for your time. The whole country will be looking forward to these special athletes who will look to make the country proud in the next 2 weeks. It's time to cheer for them and celebrate their success. That's all in for today. For more updates, keep watching News 9.